All right, Robert. So here's your home inspection report. I usually do this in person, but I know you were busy and it was different because I had to go back out a few times. Just to let you know, I did last night. I did go out and scope the main sewer line to the city main, and it's very clean. Like it's surprising. I let Nicole watch the video.
It's super clean.
Uh, yeah,
Shocking.
it's really clean. Like, and it's not egg shaped anywhere, anything like that. I didn't see any crack.
What does it mean if it's egg shaped?
It means like there's a lot of pressure on it. And instead of being round, it'll get down to like that.
Okay.
But it looked really well. All the transitions where it went from one piece of PVC to another looked really good. It was all PVC down, and of course the city main's cast iron. But it's a clear shot. Like it was really good looking.
There's a video in this of that too, in there.
No.
Okay.
No. I can send them it. I just have to upload it.
Okay. Perfect.
So the report's always going to be long. If there was absolutely nothing on here, it'd be at least 60 pages. So I always tell people the easiest way to go through it is everything that's in the summary will be underneath pictures and things like that. And I'll explain it all as we go. This is just a summary right here. And a lot of it's the same stuff. It's just repeating itself. I do put a lot of stuff in there, basically to cover my own butt. Like always, on every report, I always tell people to make sure they get the HVAC service prior to closing, and I do that, just to be. Yours was running fine. It had a really good differential pressure, and but I just put that on every report. Just
What's
give you a heads
differential
up.
mean?
Differential is so you have the supply air and you have the return air. You want a differential between 15 and 21. Over 21 can be bad for your unit, and obviously if it's under 15, your unit's not functioning properly.
Okay.
So, and a lot of the stuff in the summary is just repeating itself because you got different rooms and things like that. A lot of representation photos. If it just has the description, it's just a representation photo. Anything over a 1/4 inch in a service walk or driveway, I gotta mark it as a tripping hazard. I know you're probably like, why do you put driveway on there? But that's the reason. And then so right here, I think I've already actually talked to you about this. So it doesn't have a rail right here. So it's only 24 inches. I took my tape measure and measured it. It's 24 inches. And technically you don't need a railing until it's 30 inches. It's just different, like loan types. Their appraiser may say something or may not.
He has a VA loan, so more than likely appraiser probably will say something, and if they do, they will be on the seller to fix it.
Yeah, and it's under 30 inches. So, but these are just typical cracks that you see in normal homes under here. Thought I put this right here is just saying the bottom step is not as the riser is not equal height as the other steps, and that's because of the concrete. So these right here are balusters. They're supposed to be 4 inches apart. It's mainly for a baby slipping through and getting hurt. And then right here, it just needs not much, just a couple spots. It needs a little bit of mortar.
Tuck point.
Yeah, in between the joints, and they actually sell it in a caulk gun now with mortar to fix stuff with. Patio, cover view. You have 54 pounds of water pressure. The minimum is 40, the maximum's 80. You're more in the middle where you want to be. I've actually done a house before, and the water pressure was so strong it broke my gauge. Yeah, so that does a lot of damage to pipes when it's like that. So this is saying it does not have an anti-siphon device. It's a little round thing that screws on right here to your hose bib. I personally cannot stand anti-siphon devices because they get me wet every time I turn a hose on and off. But what it does, it prevents somebody from hooking up to your house and pumping something into your system, which I doubt you'll have that issue. But, it happens somewhere in the U.S., so we had to start talking about it. Here's the roof view. I was actually able to get up to the very top.
How'd the roof look?
Roof looked really well. Really well.
So there was a couple of exposed nail heads. I'm going to put that on the picture.
Yeah, it just needs a little bit of tar put on them, which is real common. And there was one, I believe, exposed nail just in an odd spot. So this is your ridge vent view. So right here, it says roof flashing was not visible. And the siding is touching the roof. So when the siding goes all the way down to the rooftop, I'm not going to be able to see the flashing behind it. So if you go down to right here, if you look at the very end right here, you can actually see, like, not in this picture, but if you're actually there is another picture where you can see it. Yeah.
Okay.
You can actually see the flashing there. And I did lift up on this a little bit, and I did see some flashing behind there. But physically, you cannot see it just by the naked eye looking at it. And then I think you can actually see it at the bottom of the, yeah. So right here, you can, in the picture, you can actually see the flashing right here coming out the end. But technically, you can't see it with your eye right here. Contractors are supposed to leave an 1.5 inch gap between the siding and the roof. They never do for whatever reason. Sometimes you see it, but not always. Why is this going the opposite way I'm telling it to?
It's opposite day.
There we go. There coming. Alrighty. Now my computer wants to act right. Yeah, so here's that open nail head I was talking about in a weird spot, just sitting right here. Yeah,
It is
there.
in a weird
Yeah,
spot.
it is in a weird spot, and I think they probably forgot before they put the shingles on. They probably forgot to tack this end down right here because there's a connection, and so they just put it on top instead of having to take all the shingles off to put it in.
Fair enough.
Which is fine. You just want to get a little bit of
Sealed.
tar on top of the nail heads. And what the tar does, it prevents the nail from rusting. And when they rust, they expand and they contract, and then they'll back out, leaving room for leakage. These are brand new. It's a brand new roof, brand new shingles, and the nails are not rusted yet. Plumbing vents. All right. So here is the chimney chase. The other one in the middle of the roof is capped off like it should be. This one is in really good shape. It's got a couple cracks right here and then a couple over here. But overall, I mean, they're nothing to worry about.
We're not sure he's actually going to use this. If he decides to not use this and just cap it, would those cracks be okay?
Yeah, the cracks are fine either way.
Okay.
Like if he uses it, doesn't use it, I'm just letting him know they're
Just
there.
pointing them out. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And all the comments will always say recommend a licensed contractor. Some of the stuff's very basic. You don't need, but you never know what a client experience they have with the house. This just saying it's missing the rain cap spark arrestor. I wouldn't, if you're not going to use it, I would definitely seal it off or get a spark cap put on it, just to prevent rain and animals from entering
All
right there. And then, so here is the one in the middle. So right here it says it's missing a saddle or cricket flashing. What that is when this house was built, it was not required at the time. I think this started in the mid 80s, if I'm not mistaken. So what a cricket or saddle is, it's like a little peak that people put up, like if it's wider than a certain amount,
To divert the water?
to divert the water and debris from stacking up right there.
Fair enough.
So these gutters, this is the side entrance. The gutters are pitched the wrong direction.
I did notice that when we were there.
And then this is the back corner of the roof. A little damage to the gutters right here.
Where do you think that's from?
Trees
time?
or something bumping into it.
They're not
Yeah.
brand new.
No, the
All
gutters are not brand.
Yeah.
Some of the extensions are right here. Some of it is new. Some of it isn't. So the gutter right here is missing the end of it.
Fair.
And then, so right here, out of all the gutter pictures, these are the most important two. You want to keep them clean because if you do not keep your gutters clean, they
Yeah.
will back up into the house.
Yeah, it'll mess up your roof real bad. You want
Yeah.
to make sure they're clean. So we're going to ask them to clean these so you have a fresh start.
And so right here, you have your gutter downspout is draining onto the roof, which is really common. I see it all the time. And it doesn't have a downspout because it's only 3 inches here. But what you want to do is you want to get extensions and run it to the main gutter right there. You don't want this draining onto your roof because it will eat up your shingles.
It washes away the granules.
Yeah, it washes away your granules pretty quickly. So you want to preserve the life of the roof as long as you can. Because whenever you move, you want to be able to sell it without having to worry about it. So you have a piece of siding right here loose. And then right here. And then right here. So they just need, so there's a bottom run on the siding. They just need to be tucked back into the
J channel?
Yeah, and then tacked in properly. Loose, and then right here it's a little loose. Not the whole piece, just this little end of it right here. So right here, this is the side entrance. If you look, you can tell where this part's hanging down a little bit. It just needs a trim tack put back in to make a proper seal. And then right here, little loose trim. So this is the back corner. I think I was talking about this when we went and saw the house, how it looked like some of the fascia was a little crinked up right here. And here's the open gutter right here. So something probably, whenever they were working on the house, bumped into it right here, and they just didn't get it fixed properly.
Is it functioning and just ugly, or is it not functioning?
You want to close this little gap up right here. It's not a big gap. It's about 1 inch, but you want to close it up to prevent anything going into your attic.
And then the gutter.
Yeah, in the gutter.
Right, you got it.
So right here, some of the fascia's new. Like over here, this is new fascia. And then this right here is older fascia, and they painted it. Now, it's still going to work and everything, but you can tell there was rust under it whenever they painted it. So I'll just point that out to you. And it's only like that in one area. And then right here. So this is the picture I was talking about where you can actually see the flashing at the bottom of the run. You see it right there, that metal piece?
Mm-hmm. I do. He's not going to answer you, but I will say for him, yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I really was. I was waiting for him to answer.
I know, I hear you. He's not on the
phone. So this is penetration caulking. You just want to caulk anywhere water has the potential from entering into the house.
Got it.
And then right here, this is at the... So here's your fascia and flashing, and you just want to caulk this little corner right here.
Yep.
To keep, in case your gutters do back up, you don't want it backing up into your house. Service entry view, it all looked fine. Side outlets, GFCI protected like it should be. And your other front outlet. Exterior doors, primary bathroom. GFCI protected like it should be. Bathroom sink plumbing view. It's hard for me to see I can tell it has a P-trap. I just can't get my head back there. Bathtub. Everything drained beautifully. Shower view. Toilets are tight. Here's a video of me filling the sink up and then draining it. So you can tell how it's draining. HVAC vent. So I've started doing this. More recent thing I've started doing is taking the temperature of each HVAC vent just to let people know that they're working or not.
That's actually good because, once in a while there is one that is not working well.
Yeah, there's always find them a lot of times that aren't hooked up, in one room or another. Or I'll find like open ductwork in the crawl space sometimes and point it out.
Winston.
Yeah. Hallway bathroom view. Shower view. Oh, this is a toilet, loose toilet. Yeah, so the upstairs toilet needs to be tightened down. They sent a plumber back out there, didn't they? They may have already tightened it. I'm not sure.
We'll find out.
So this window right here, I could not get it to latch. The lock on it. It is on the second floor, and this one did not have a window screen installed. Hallway bathroom view. Exhaust fan. A little sloping right here in the primary bedroom. I call it the front bedroom on the first floor of the primary.
Okay.
If you get bored, I got video of the ceiling fan spinning. You can just put it on loop and just watch it spin.
Right.
And zone out. Let's see here. So right here, so balances are the thing. There are on the sides of your window. You physically can't see them. But what it is balances keep your window up when you open it up. And these two balances are broken. You can lose one and your windows will usually stay open, but if you lose both sides, you'll start getting the guillotine effect where the window will come down. Where you have to have something to prop it open. And then a little bit of insulated glass failure. Now, the insulated glass failure doesn't really mess with like the functionality of the window. It just becomes more of a cosmetic thing. And what it is, there's a seal around the window. And over time, with the sun beating on it and things like that, the seal will dry and crack, and then it'll leak out CO2 that they pumped in it.
What's the CO2 do?
It just helps insulate the window.
There you go.
Yeah. But it still has two panes right there to reflect the sunlight out.
Okay.
Yeah, I had it about a year ago. I had to go into a deep research about this.
I know what it does, but I don't know if he knows what it does, so I figured to ask to have
Yeah,
so he could
yeah.
explain.
Well, that's why I had to go into a deep research for another client.
Wherever your hand is. All right.
And
It's another
then
pop seal.
Another pop seal, and then these balances right here. And these are, I think it was just the first floor. I'm not, yeah, because upstairs all the windows were good. A little sloping right here. In the sloping, what was that, the primary bedroom? It's not bad, and it may settle down. When I got in the crawl space is like new. It's got a new beam in it. If the joists are not sistered, they're brand new. Like it's really,
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like a new crawl space. Tons of new wood down there. It really surprised me. I got pictures of all of that though. I'll show you.
How was the supports? Everything looked good? It's
Yeah,
sexy down
yeah,
there?
it all looked good.
Okay.
But a lot of times, whenever they put new wood and stuff like that, they have to jack it up to get the old out and the new in.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll settle back down level. Is what I'm saying.
What was the one that you just passed that had a red that? Oh, just doesn't latch properly?
Yeah. So this closet door does not latch properly. So
Okay.
the striker plate needs to be lined up properly.
Ah, okay, okay. That's easy.
A little sloping in this room. Yeah, and I put back bedroom, put right and left on the main, so you know which one it is. And so I started taking the photos a little farther back so you could like see which outlet I was talking about. This outlet's a little loose, just needs to be tightened up. Little screen damage right here. Which I've become a pro at fixing screens. I've had to do so many of them. All right, family room. Window view, they were fine. A little hole in the window screen right here. Just one balance. It stays open, just this side balance is broken. And you can change balances out yourself or get somebody to do it. They are tricky if you do it yourself. I've had to learn this lesson
The hard way.
the hard way. It takes a little special tool and everything to do it properly. You are missing the damper, which is kind of, you want to, because you don't have a rain cap and spark arrestor, so you definitely want to get that attended to. One or the other for sure. Preferably both of them. And this is, I put, anytime there's a fireplace, I always put this comment in right here. It just says, always recommend a chimney
Qualified
specialist
person,
to come in and look at it. One more. Kitchen. So, all the outlets in the kitchen were GFCI protected, but this guy here.
It has to be within 5 feet of a water source?
6 feet of a potential water source.
Yeah,
And this is
there
the
it
sink
is.
right here. But all outlets in kitchens have to be GFCI protected.
Okay. Do you think it was protected at the panel?
No.
Okay.
No, it would not trip. And it's a new updated panel. They probably just forgot to put it into the run with the rest of them. This balance right here. Kitchen looked good. The plumbing and everything in the kitchen. Dishwasher, oven view. Now I put a tester in here. The tester tells me if the microwave's working, and if the seal was busted on the door, it would shoot out like a red laser. So that's what it's doing. So this comment right here is saying the microwave is just a typical installation where it vents back into the house. Probably 90% of the homes I inspect now, they all do that. Laundry room view. Yep. You got a 3-prong dryer outlet, and it is GFCI protected, like it should be. Not this outlet, but the regular outlet is. View. The newer updated panel.
But not properly marked.
Yeah, and so it's these right here that were not marked.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 200 amp panel. You got plenty of room in there if you want to add stuff. You should have no issue adding things to it. Other than that, look good. This is the ground wire coming in. Main wires, branch wires. Let me look at something. Oh yeah, that was copper. Yeah, the main wires were copper, because the majority of the time main wires are aluminum. Copper's better because aluminum expands and contracts. So I was double checking, because if they're aluminum, I would have had a different comment in there if they were aluminum. So main water shut off right here. So here is your water entry piping. This is in the crawl space. It's towards the front of the house. So here would be like your front steps right here. It's 3/4 inch PEX, which is fine. It's all new distributing piping they put in there, all new PEX. And drainage there was like 2 foot of copper in there. And then the tree was cast iron, and then everything going into the tree was PVC.
Okay.
And then the tree goes from cast iron to PVC for the main drainage.
So when you test all the plumbing, what do you do exactly?
Oh, I turn all the water on at the same time.
And how long does it stay on?
Pretty much the whole inspection.
Yeah, it's usually a really long time, which can be...
It's usually long enough to hear the agents bitching at me about it.
About the water. It could be 30 minutes to an hour and a half.
Yeah, you don't gripe at me, but there's some agents that
well, I know why you're doing it.
Yeah.
But I want him to understand, because I told him that there was a leak. We stopped. They went and fixed it. So I wanted to make sure he understood when you check the plumbing, what exactly is being done and for how long.
Yeah.
It's not just turning it off, turning it on, flushing like we do. When I'm looking for slow drains, I'll let it run for a long time, but he's actually letting it run long enough so if there was an issue, it's going to be incredibly evident that there's an issue.
Yeah, and that's why I do it. Because if it's a slow leak, you want to be able to see water build up.
Yes. Yeah, or a slow drain.
Right, exactly. But with that being said, I ran it a pretty good while. But I've been in this crawl space 3 different times to check on plumbing. So here's your main clean out. This is where I went in the other day to do a sewer scope. Main fuel shut off right here. Gas meter. So here's your water heater. It's a new water heater, 2025, 40 gallons. So they put the service disconnect in, and I guess the sheetrock guy came in behind them.
Can't open it.
Yeah, and I tried opening it several different ways. Maybe there's a trick to it. I just could not get it open.
Okay.
And a service disconnect is for if you're getting
it worked on.
Yeah, getting it worked on. The guy can take out the service disconnect. That way, they used to just use the service panel, but people were going behind servicemen and flipping the breaker back on, and people were getting shocked. So they came up with this disconnect.
It's just a safer way to make sure the power's really off.
So water temperature was this says 111, which is 110 is usually the factory settings. I would turn it up to 120. Try not to go above 120 because you can risk scalding, especially with infants and kids. Below 120, you actually risk a chance of building a bacteria in your tank.
Mm-hmm. That needs to be diverted outside.
Yeah, so right here, they put it on a drip pan like they should. But if
Is
this
that blocked?
thing,
Is that drain blocked?
they put a cap. At least they capped it off.
Yeah.
Most time they just don't even put the plug in it. They
What's
just
the
leave
point
it
of it?
sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least they capped it off. But I would recommend it's on the second floor. The only positive is it's not in a closet or anything like that, so you can see it if it's leaking. But I would want to, extend a pipe out in case it does get a bad leak. It'll drain out for you. Exterior heat pump is Goodman 2018 gas package unit. So a package unit means it's the AC and heat all in one unit. There's not an inside unit. It's a little unlevel. It's not bad by any. I'll just let you know it's a little bit unlevel.
Is it enough to mess with the way it functions?
No.
Okay.
No, it's functioning fine. I just wanted to let you know. I'm telling you, I am a picky inspector.
I know you are.
Well, I'd rather people know about it than find out later and call me up raising hell.
Yeah, 100%.
So here is crawl space. You have 3 entrances. This one right here just goes to underneath this room only. This one,
Addition.
yeah. So and then you got the one on the side, which you can go in this one, and you can come out this one. It's really hard because you have a bunch of plumbing in the way to come out of this side. So, but yeah, you do have 3 entrances.
That looks really good down there.
Yeah, so you can tell right here, this is a sister job right here where they put a 2x8 or 2x10, the same size as the other one that was previously there. And I don't know why they sistered these because they were in good shape. I didn't see any deterioration on them or anything like that. But you can see they're sistered all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
up,
all.
it's suspended.
Well, look, this is all brand new
Yeah, look at
back
that.
here. So right here, I put all 3 entrances where OSB. They're not. This one's OSB. This one is not. And OSB is a particle board, which
Okay.
is fine. You just don't want to expose OSB to the elements.
It needs to be painted.
It is
always.
painted.
No, I mean like if it's going to be exposed, so you got to keep up with the paint maintenance. Otherwise, it would be considered exposed.
Yeah.
And as soon as it gets moisture in it, that's a wrap.
So this right here is it's called effervescence, and it's just this. It's like a chemical reaction whenever water touches concrete block or brick or mortar, and it just leaves this white stuff. You can actually get a chemical with the spray on it. You can treat chemical with chemical, but it doesn't really mess with the integrity of it. It just leaves this white ring. It may mess with it. Nothing to worry about. I actually see it in brand new builds. So it's literally as soon as it rains, you see it pop out.
I was gonna say, what would that be caused from? The moisture? Is it's
Yeah.
not a flood area? It's not a
No, it's just from water.
just from
just from
condensation
rain.
or okay.
Yeah, not kind of. Yeah, it's just from rain.
Rain.
Yeah, and it explains it all down here. So this is your main beam in the house right here. It is brand new.
6A.
Yeah, I mean they've done a.
Looks like they did new pier work too.
That's what I'm saying. It's all brand new. Look at all this. They even put new mortar around the tops of them right here. But this is a new joist going to a new joist on top of a new beam. I mean, the subfloor is new too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's really. So the only place you have the older joist is towards the front of the house, but they're sistered. I mean, you can't even tell, but this one is 2 of them right here. But it's all a bunch of brand new wood. They spent you can see them all sistered right here at this angle. Yeah. Subfloor view.
Yeah, it is all brand new. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so right here, so when you're crawling through the crawl space, it's supposed to have flooring or this covered up. So these are your steps on the inside going to the second floor. And I guess they opened it up to run ductwork and whatever else. It's all sealed off, but if you wanted to like make a storage closet or something out of this, if you wanted to, you would need to close the bottom off first. That's just a video. I got a video of something. I've done a lot of inspections since I've done this one, so I'm trying to like refresh my memory. So all this moisture was from the leak I found down there. It's gonna dry up. And just let you know it's down there. So right here,
Open junction.
yeah.
That looks like
Yeah, it's cut off.
inoperable. Is it?
Yeah.
Does it actually really
think
need
it's
to be covered
inoperable.
then?
No, but I'm trying to think. There's wires. I want to say I saw another wire somewhere. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so this wire right here, the reason I marked it is I did see a wire coming into it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't get to my tester because the jumpsuit was on at the time, and I would have had to, take it off in the crawl space. But that's why I marked it. It's most likely dead, but I don't know for sure. And they don't need power for anything in the crawl space, so
Junction box.
yeah. Crawl space vapor barrier was good. I don't believe I saw any smoke detectors or carbon monoxide detectors. With that being said, you do have gas in the house. If you get carbon monoxide detectors, which I recommend, you want to put them low to the floor. Do not put them on the ceiling.
Yeah, you'd be dead.
Yeah, when people put them on the ceiling, all you're doing is telling neighbors you're dead by the time that carbon monoxide hits that detector, because it's a heavy gas, and it'll push all the oxygen out of the room before it hits that. So you want to put them low to the ground so you don't have anything to worry about. And that's it. You got any questions or anything? Hit them with Nicole.
Shut
No,
up.
I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'll pull your report up and get with you about it.
All right, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and end this.
All right.
Thank you, babe.